Hello and welcome to this weekend's League of Legends sneak peek for the LCS. I'm going to do all of week 3 in one video because Saturday night I can't get the Sunday sneak peek out after LCS is done, and it only gives LPL and LCK fans a few hours to try and get their picks in, and I feel like more people would participate if they had more time. So I think it's easier just to put the LCS on their own. It does make it a little more difficult, so this is how this is going to work. Make your predictions down below. You can do only Saturday if you want, and hold off on Sundays until Sunday if you want, or Saturday night. Doesn't matter to me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to check the predictions before the game one on Saturday, and run through them. And of course, you can predict midway through if you'd like and only do a couple games. Doesn't matter to me. When the games are done, if it's unedited, I will count it so people didn't cheat or whatever. But the reason why I'm mentioning editing is because hypothetically, if you do choose to do all these at once, I will not penalize you for editing between Saturday and Sunday for Sunday's games, if that makes sense. Or you can wait till Sunday and add to your comment if you would like, as long as it's done before Dig and TSM play or whoever you predict play. So if that works, that works. If you have any questions, comment down below. I probably won't see them till when games are tomorrow morning, because once this video's up, I'm going to bed so I can get up, because I really want to see Weibo and Top play. So Saturday, we got TSM versus Evil Geniuses to start us off. TSM 2-3, EG 4-1. EG coming off of their first loss to CLG. TSM coming off of a loss to Golden Guardians. The last time we played was week 6, day 2, where EG won. Danny went 10-0-7. I'm looking at Maple versus JoJo. I want to see if Maple can kind of give JoJo the business. Being a veteran and all, I'm interested to see if he's got a trick up his sleeve that JoJo might not be prepared for. It'll be an interesting matchup because really, Bjerg and Jensen are probably the two best mid laners in the region. And then you have JoJo and Maple battling for third. So it is definitely something worth monitoring. Flyquest and Dig. Speaking of two teams that I was very adamant about in spring, very similar teams, and they stay the same. Flyquest now just has Philip in top instead of Kumo, and Dig has Gamsu instead of Fake God. Two players that now can only play tanks once again. We'll see what happens. I mean, both teams are not doing as well as they did in spring, obviously. Dignitas already in a massive hole. Coming off of their first win against Immortals, Flyquest lost to TL. Last time they played was week 5, day 2. Flyquest won. Johnson went 5-1-7. I'm looking at Jose Dioto and River, the two players that I feel like make everything happen with these teams. The jungle mid combination are huge. As far as River and Blue, Jose Dioto and Takui are concerned, that's where I'm watching the rift. Honestly, the bot lanes are very similar. These teams are so similar, I can't say it enough. Veteran bot laners, young 80 carries that kind of just are whatever, not average at best. You got imports in mid that are guys that really didn't make it in the LEC at all. In Takui's case, I think he was only in the LFL. And Blue only played in the LEC for a short time. You got two guys in top that can't play much of anything at a high level, and two world-class minor region junglers. So these teams are so alike, I say it all the time. It boggles my mind, really, how they're so similar. 100 Thieves and TL. 100 Thieves 23rd in my power rankings. TL 12th. TL beat Flyquest. 100 Thieves lost to C9. The last time they played was in the playoffs when 100 Thieves reverse swept TL. Someday went 14-4-21 in that 5-game series. I don't recall who I picked as MVP. It could have been Someday. But those stats are actually really good when you looked at his teammates having double-digit deaths, being dominated in that first and second game that they lost. Someday continued to be good throughout. So I'm watching Someday versus Bripo. Obviously, Someday has Bripo's number enough that Bripo cannot dumpster Someday, or at least hasn't so far. Bripo has picked a lot of weird things in top for the good, and in the Olaf case, when they lost, for the worse. So we'll see how that goes when he has to play somebody that is a better top laner in someday. Golden Guardians and Immortals. GG coming off a win against TSM. Immortals lost to Dig. Last time they played was week 8, day 3. Golden Guardians won. Licorice won 7-3-6 on Renekton. We're looking at Stixxay versus Lost. Stixxay replacing Lost. So we're going to see, how that bot lane matchup goes. Really, I'm not inspired by Golden Guardians or Immortals. Neither team really, tickles my fancy, if you will. CLG versus C9. CLG 4-1. Great start, improbable start, really. 20th in my power ranking. C9 17th at 2-3. Obviously, they're 2-0 since getting Berserker and Sven and Bot. This team is really good. We're going to see if it gets better. EG coming off a win against CLG. C9 coming off a win against 100 Thieves. Last time played was week 7, day 2. Blabber went 6-0-2 as C9 won. Very different team with CLG. CLG's a lot better now. And C9's a totally different roster. So we're looking at Poom versus Sven. I really, on paper, CLG are worse than C9, but CLG continues to win. So what do you say? The bot lane of CLG is what's getting it done. Luger and Poom. Poom plays a lot of different things. We'll see if Sven's prepared for it at support. Sunday, Dignitas versus TSM. Last time they played was week 6, day 1. Dignitas would win that one. Biofrost going 1-0-10 on the Thresh. Jungle mid versus jungle mid. Honestly, I wanted to put River versus Spica, but I was like, I already have River down. Well, I could put Blue versus Maple. Well, I already have Maple down. That's what it is. It's jungle mid once again. Spica has been playing, honestly, he's like MVP, early MVP candidate if that's like 3-2 instead of 2-3. He's playing lights out. Maybe the best League of Legends he's played in his whole career, honestly. Like, the start, he's playing great. I don't know if Maple is helping with that or not, but Mia at support. I mean, Shenyi, I like Shenyi, but TSM went with Mia, and we'll see how long it takes if they end up swapping back. Two very different guys. And jungle mid for Dig. Obviously, River makes the world go round for them if it goes round at all. EG versus Golden Guardians. Last time we played was week 8, day 1. Golden Guardians upset EG in that game, which actually was a big deal because EG needed a tiebreaker to get into the playoffs to begin with, as well as GG. Pride Stalker went 2-1-12. We're going to look at Inspired versus Pride Stalker. Pride Stalker really took it to Inspired the last time they played. If they take Pride Stalker off his leash and let him actually play hard in the jungle, maybe GG gets a different look, because there have been some games where GG, I think both of their wins have been really low-scoring affairs, and I just don't think it fits Pride Stalker's style, and I don't think it would work against a good team like EG. C9 versus Flyquest, both 2-3. Last time we played was week 8, day 3. Flyquest would upset C9 in that one. Jose Dioto 4-0-9. Jensen versus Takui. Let's see where Takui is in comparison to Jensen in the mid lane. I honestly expect control mages. If this is going to 12.12, we'll see. I mean, we saw some Victor today, and Jensen loves his Orianna, so we'll see if something boring happens in mid. TL versus CLG. TL 12th, CLG 20th. Week 7, day 1 was the last time I played. Core JJ would win, going 1-1-13 on a Shen support, which I love. That's why I mentioned it. Shen is an interesting champion that I feel like gets underutilized because he can play top jungle and support. Bjergsen versus Palafox. I feel like CLG and Palafox has been doing a lot of the work for them. Contracts as well. So if Bjerg can keep Palafox in lane, I imagine TL should have smooth sailing. Immortals versus 100 Thieves. Like I said, Immortals really don't do anything for me. Week 7, day 1 was the last time they played. 100 Thieves won. Abadage went 7-1-3. Let's have the two European mid laners be the matchup to watch. PoE versus Abadage. Because honestly, Closer versus Kenvi. Well, I guess it'd be Closer versus Kenvi. Kenvi's playing against his former team. We'll see if he has something up his sleeve. They're going to need something up their sleeve, honestly, I think, to beat 100 Thieves. But we'll see how they play Saturday. So, like I said, predict down below, at least for Saturday's games. If you choose to do Saturday and Sunday, you can edit your predictions between Saturday and Sunday. as long as they're done. And I'm going to take what you have predicted at the start of Dig versus TSM as what you did for Sunday. So, well, as far as that game's concerned, like I said, you can change them mid-game or whatever. But thank you for watching. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. And thank you for watching. I just said that. Oh my god. It's been a long day.